Hey, it's your boy Dante Johnson. I'm back on the motherfucking Hookah Hub, and today I'm bringing a special guest. And I heard it's your birthday tomorrow. So can you please introduce yourself? And first and foremost, happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes. What's good, everybody? I'm Chloe Diamonds. I'm here on the hookah. What are we calling it?
The
Like
Hookah
this
Hub.
is the Hookah Hub. I'm here on the Hookah Hub. It sounds a little bit provocative, but I mean provocative. That's the word. But I'm here. I'm with my boy Dante, and he's about to ask me a whole lot of questions. So
Hey, let's just get straight. Let's just
straight
get
to it, right?
straight into
All
it.
right. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here.
All right. So tell us, what does your lifestyle look like? I mean, on like a weekly, a daily basis, monthly basis, whatever.
Okay. A weekly. Okay. This is going to be like a little bit of a breakup, but I guess my week looks very busy. Like I'm the type of person that's like 100 miles an hour, go, 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 back to back. I guess I lead a very luxury lifestyle, I would say, to the average person.
Hey, get it?
So,
Get it?
lots of trips. I fly a lot. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my vibe. I do a lot of things. I'm very busy. I'm a busy gal, you know?
Make that money, baby.
Of
Make that
course,
money.
the
All right?
hustle. The
It's,
hustle.
it's not gonna make itself, is it?
Absolutely not.
All right,
And like,
sweet.
ain't nobody paying my bills, so,
Exactly. I mean, hey, you say you live a luxury lifestyle. Maybe you can help me pay my bills. You get me?
Look, absolutely not. But like, we can talk about that later, Dante.
All right, sweet. Bet. All right, sweet. So, what do you do for fun?
For fun. Okay. I like to travel. That's like my thing. So I was just in Dubai over like Christmas, New Year's. Got back. So I'd love to travel. Flying's my thing. And yeah, like I'm single. So, I'm just enjoying my best life. I just turned 27. Well, at midnight,
Yes, sir.
27. So I'm just out here with my friends, traveling, working a lot, like lots of music in store. So yeah, for fun, I just do music, travel, and hang out with my best friend. Literally, that's my life.
Hey, I wish I had that luxury, bro.
Well, you can join. You are invited.
Ah, shit. She's already giving your boy the invitation. This is like the first.
Wow.
This is the first night we met. You get me? This is
Wow.
crazy already. Okay. Damn. Okay. How do you get to where you are today?
A lot of hard work, a lot of like, I guess, self reflection. I think uh, I've had a lot of like bumps in the road, um, especially being like a woman in this kind of industry. But I think it's a lot of self reflection, a lot of self belief, and just pushing hard, moving forward, and just really believing in myself. Like that's literally how I got here.
That's dope. That's dope. I like the way you think. I like the way you think because no, not many women think like that. I mean, not many women that I've come across think like that. So,
I think like a lot of women feel like someone's trying to save them, and I used to be like that. Like I was like looking to be saved from like my, people all come from like we all have stories. We all come from something that's like
facts,
hard, or
facts.
we all have something that's going on. But I think for me, my biggest message out there, especially to women, is like nobody's gonna save you. You got to do it on your own. Focus on yourself because shit, all that shit's extra. You know what I mean? Like you have to do it on your own. Like independent life is the only way to be.
Damn. Okay. I mean, for any lady listening out there, just know. All right. Get to that grind, baby. Get to that grind. All right. So, what's the biggest banger you've ever produced?
Oh, the biggest banger, honestly.
Tell me, bro, because like after this, I'm gonna give it a listen.
Okay. Well, look, I've got a new single coming out. It's called Jet Setter. It drops in like I actually don't have the date, so stay tuned. But I think this song really embodies who I am in this time of my life. Does that make sense? And like I don't know, like other artists, you write from. I think the best songs that you can ever write is from life experience.
Facts.
And I think Jet Setter really just embodies where I'm at in my life right now. It's like that empowering boss bitch. I'm out here living that life, doing my fucking shit kind of song, you know?
All right, Cardi B.
The,
Damn.
the Cardi B of Australia. Ew.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. Okay. Do you feel like as a woman it's easier to succeed in 2022?
You know what? Like, that's a hard question because it really depends. Like, women have benefits, absolutely, especially like this thing I call pretty privilege. Have you heard of it?
Elaborate for my baggy bendings.
So, pretty privilege, I feel like is a real thing. Like, prettier women just get, I guess, more opportunity, because I feel like women that look after themselves, women that look good, women that, like, really focus on that, they get more things in life, like, I guess, more opportunities. However, I still feel like there's a massive divide in the music industry, especially in Australia, where, like, women aren't taken seriously. So, yes, I think it's easy for women to get in the door with certain opportunities, but I think there's also an expectation. Like
Oh, yeah.
I've been in studios where people will not take me seriously as an artist, and I'm there to record, and they're just trying to they're just trying to fuck. Or wait, can I say fuck? Yeah, okay. They're just trying to like fuck and do that kind of thing, and that frustrates me because as a woman, like I'm a businesswoman,
Yeah.
So I just think shit like that is off in the music industry specifically.
I don't know if I should ask you the next question because it's my question, but You know how like you said the whole oh you're in there to like recording like some shit like that and like some dudes been like pulling moves on you and shit.
Right.
Have you ever took advantage of any of those moves?
Me personally, no. Like that's not my thing. Like my biggest thing in the industry is like, I'm a writer. You know what I mean? I want to be taken seriously. Like I go bar for bar with guys, and that's something that I want to get down. Like
Damn.
I'm not out here as like I write all my own shit. Anything you hear Chloe Diamond like rap, I wrote. You know what I mean? So for me, I am not like that. Like I wouldn't fuck someone or go down that route just to get an opportunity. However, if you want to play a game and you want to, play some things, like, yeah, as a woman, I'm going to use certain opportunities. I'm never going to fuck. I'm never going to suck no dick. I'm never going to be like that. But yes, I will play the game and give you the, you know what I mean? Like run game kind of thing to get if I can level up. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh girl, hey, you're like, what's that J-Lo movie? You know the one where like she's
Hustlers?
exactly. Hey, if they make part two for that, they should cast you in that bitch for real.
Well, whoever the producer is, like, hit me up. Like,
Yeah.
at Chloe DMNT.
Okay, well, you already dropped your DM for all the thirsty guys that are gonna be watching these videos. So expect some
I think I made a
DMs
mistake. I think I made a mistake.
and some guys claiming that they're producers and shit. You get me?
Oh man, I've heard it all. You've got no idea.
All right, tell me the worst one. Tell me the worst one.
You know what it is? It's like false promises. Like I've heard I'm gonna be flown out here. I'm gonna fly you out here. You know what? The worst one, I'm gonna pay for your BBL. Yeah, I never got it. 20 racks. I was waiting for 20 grand. Never happened. People just, you know what? A lot of guys are cappers. Like a lot of guys want to flex. I got this, I got that. But when it comes down to the crunch, like I'm not a gold digger. However, if you say you're gonna do some shit, do some shit.
You're gonna do it,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like don't be around here talking about you're gonna do this. Okay, cool. No worries. Put it in my account. You know what I mean?
All right, all right, sweet. Put it in her account real quick. All right, sweet. You
Yeah,
get
look,
that?
it's my birthday, right? So like I'm trying to get a present.
Damn. Hey, all right, sweet. I get you. So, how do you stay single in your line of work? Because I know there be dudes like hitting you up, and I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of fanboys.
And honestly, it's actually easy to stay single, which is surprising. But like dating a female, a dominant female, like I'm a Taurus, like you, we're fucking bull gang.
Yes, sir.
I think being single, like, yeah, it's easy. Like I said, like I need a certain type of man. Like I don't do no like bitch kind of like pussy ass type of guy.
Some pussy ass niggas.
But yeah, for me, it's like I'm very dominant. I've got very big ambitions, very big dreams. I'm a very busy woman. I like to hustle. I like to go hard. So I need someone to match my hustle. And I just feel like in Australia, it's very hard for someone to understand my vision. So yeah, you would think everyone thinks, oh, there's so many people in your DMs. Like, yeah, there is, I guess, here and there. But the people that I want to date or the people that I really connect with, because at the end of the day, all this money, all this cool shit, like all this lifestyle, it's all great and all that, but at the end of the day, you just want to be loved and you just want someone to accept you for you. And I want someone to understand my hustle and why I do what I do and, just support that regardless. And I just haven't really found that, I guess, in like where I've been.
And where have you been?
Like Australia mainly I've lived, but like I went over and did a little stint in the US. I have an ex over there.
Come to Western Sydney.
Yes, come to Western Sydney.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of niggas down there that with great ambitions, because like you said, you don't like dating no pussy ass niggas, right? I'm pretty sure there's some strong niggas down there. You get me?
But I also have requirements. Like there's like height requirement. No, I'm kidding.
Fam, damn, you got the whole thing, yeah. Fam, you
No, I'm
got to
kidding.
have
I'm not
requirements.
picky. Like I am picky, yes, but I feel like I just want something real. You know what I mean? Like that like real gangster love, like ride or die type shit.
You trying to be like Tupac, huh?
Yeah, like that's my vibe.
All right, sweet. And guess, and look what being a gangster got him to.
True. But like,
Rest in peace to a true legend, though. No cap, no cap.
okay. So what else? What else,
Alright.
Dante? What else do you need to know?
Hey, girl, I need to know a lot of things right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me.
So, how do you know if a guy is serious about you or just playing around?
You know what? That's a really tough one because I really get fucked up with motherfuckers. Like I've got some stories, guys.
Ooh, tell me the story.
I really thought, like, I swear, like this one time I was talking to this guy, right? And I dead ass thought like this was gonna be a full blown relationship. Like I thought this is the love of my life. This is someone I'm gonna get married. I flew across the country to meet this guy.
In the U.S.?
I went to Dubai actually.
Went to Dubai to go meet a nigga.
Meet a guy.
Bro, do you know what? We had, about 2 weeks ago, we had a girl on here, right? Miss Eli Fury, right? Homegirl met this nigga for 12 hours in Melbourne and flew back for him. That's not just that. She flew also, took a personal line and flew to Bosnia.
I ain't doing none of that. I'll tell you that for free. I am not flying nowhere on a personal loan. I'm not fucking up my credit. I'm not doing any of that for a motherfucker. However, I was already going to Dubai, so let me kind of run it back. Because I don't want to look like one of those
Run it
girls
back.
that's like flying over just for a guy, because that ain't me. I'll tell you that for
Hey,
free.
the right dick makes you do some shit like that.
No, look, I'm just not that girl. I'm like the type of girl like.
Cap.
Excuse me?
I'm just
Dante, do
hey.
you want to like have an argument right
No,
now?
man. Hey, look, listen. My
What do
mother
you
told
mean,
me.
Cap?
My mother told me something, right?
What
She
did she
said
tell you? Because I respect mummies.
Mama said you can never argue with a female because you're gonna lose, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is,
Right.
good dick game makes you do some things.
Look, it definitely makes women do some things. Specific women, not all women.
Yeah.
I definitely think there is some guys that you would go, I do different things for, absolutely, but I'm not the type of girl. And I'll tell you this for free. I'll tell you this straight.
Yeah, telling me everything tonight for free. So what's up?
Like, I am just not the type of woman that's gonna like drop my whole life just for a guy. And I think obviously past trauma and stuff like that. But yeah, like I just wouldn't put myself in a bad situation just for a guy. Like he would have to meet me like halfway or 50-50 kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy, so I was already going to Dubai.
Yep.
I was already going with my best friends and I started talking to this guy for months. We were talking every day for months.
Damn.
Yeah, such a vibe. He was so dope. He's really cool. We just really got along. He's a tourist as well.
Damn.
And then when I flew over, so I was like, you know what, I'll make my trip 2 weeks earlier. I'm like, we'll hang out, we'll vibe before my friends get there. Because, you know, when you're with your friends in Dubai, it's not no like hanging out with guys type situation. It's like, let's get turned up, let's get lit.
Can't relate. I never been to Dubai.
We've got to go, Dante. Who's going to fly Dante out? Honestly, we need some... Okay, you know what, I got us. I will hit someone up to fly us out. And I'll say it's like for business or something.
Done.
I got
Done.
us. I got us. All right. So, yeah, I flew out early. We linked up and he did something that really irritated me. So he said he was going to get me from the airport and he didn't. And I was just like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not going to be...
But what was his excuse? Did he have like a valid excuse?
No, there was no excuse. I got there. I called him, no answer, text him, absolutely. He was talking to me literally like just before I got in my flight, 14 hours before, yeah, B, I'll be there. This is the time. And I was just like, that's a shit go, you know? So I get to Dubai, got in the Uber, went to my resort. It's 5 a.m. at this point. So I just thought maybe he went out and got really drunk, whatever. I go back to the resort. I check in like later. I like stayed at the beach all morning. Luckily, I have girlfriends over there. So like one of my friends came and picked me up. We went to lunch. One of my other friends came and picked me up. We went out to dinner. I get a message from her at like 11 p.m. at night, being like, "Yo, come meet me at a club." I'm like, "What the fuck do I look like? Like a club at midnight? I've been awake since 5 a.m. You know what I mean?" So I go to this club. I walk in. He's with all his mates. He was
So, wait.
Okay,
Just,
I'm rambling.
just 1 second. Let me tell you some shit for free. All right, sweet. So, you came 2 weeks earlier for this guy, right? He didn't pick you up. Now you're irritated,
Right.
And mind you, your boss has, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
And he tells you, just come meet me at the club, and you just go.
I shouldn't have went.
That was when you fucked up.
I know, I fucked up.
You
But
messed
you
up
know
big
what
time.
it was? I was like, you know when you're like jet lagged, when you know you can't sleep? You know what I mean? Because I've just
yeah.
slept like on a plane. And then I've got up at 5 a.m. So like I'm still thinking like my time is like over. So I was still awake. I knew I'm not going to go home and go to sleep. So I'm like to my girlfriend that I was out for dinner with, I was like, should we go to this club? And she's like, yeah, we might as well go meet him kind of thing. I went there and his energy was like really on point. My energy was off, you know, because I was like, I was tired but like awake, if that makes sense. And yeah, just like we didn't connect straight away, even though it'd been like months of us talking. And then from there, he just kind of like, just his attitude really like set me off. Like it just, and we just didn't
Elaborate.
connect. So like, he was really like excited to see me and I was off, and then he started treating me like he was talking to me the whole time at the club. So I just ended up leaving like an hour later. I was like, fuck this. Went home, and then he hit me up a couple days later, came to my resort. We tried to hang out, but there was just like that barrier. And then yeah, and then I just did my own thing. I was like, no, I ain't doing this.
So you just came there and wasted like a whole. No, actually, you didn't waste a whole 2
Didn't
weeks.
waste, right? Like I still met other people. I had so much fun. It was like so worth it. But like I wouldn't
Other
have
people?
come out that early. Yeah, like I met other like girls, guys. It was a good. It was a good vibe.
Other people.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I just want to know who these other people are. That's what I'm saying.
Just like other, obviously, like I'm an Australian woman in a foreign country. Like obviously, guys are gonna try like pick me up, right?
Okay.
So like Dubai. When I was over there was a lot of like UK guys, a lot of Australians. It was really weird. Like we went to this place called Five Palm. I swear to God, half of Five Palm was Australian, the other half was UK.
Nice.
Yeah, but like there's really cool people over there. There's lots of money over there. It really opened my eyes to like a whole new world of like shit I've never seen before. Like watches. I met this one guy who had a watch. It was $1.2 million on his wrist. That's a house on his wrist. I was dead. I was like, wow.
Do you know the brand of the watch?
Yeah, Richard Mille.
Richie Millie.
Richard Mille.
Hey, real shit. Anyone watching this and you want to invest in Richie Millie. All right.
Or you know what? Sorry to cut you off. APs right now.
AP's
through the roof, man.
AP goes hard, but I feel like Richie Millie can holds his value more than AP.
I guess it really depends on the watch market. You know what I mean? Like right now, like you cannot, if you go to any store, Sydney, anywhere in Australia, you cannot get a Rolex.
Yeah, I
I
know.
promise you.
There's like 8, 9 months wait for that shit.
Which is crazy. So watch the value go up in Rolexes, and Rolex is like an entry level watch. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
So, but APs right now, like one of my best friends, he bought an AP 5 years ago, sold it 2 years later. So he bought it for 30K, sold it for 82K. Now it's worth 153,000.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Rolexes are just, I mean, APs, Rolexes, like they're really going up in value.
She forgot microphone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
She forgot microphone.
my bad. Come on, it's my birthday. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Okay. Is there any tips you can give any women out there that's trying to do what you're doing right now?
Yes. Okay, tip 1. Stay authentic to yourself. Like, stand by your morals. Do not, like, waver just because, like, something's hot or something's, like, you feel like you're going to get you feel like you should change for something. Like, you really need to stay true to yourself. That's rule number 1.
Yes, sir.
Rule number 2, stay independent. Like, never do something that's going to put you out or put you behind. You know what I mean? Like, always remember that, like, your bag right now is the most important. So if you can do something that'll get your bag up without you, like, making a loss kind of thing, you like, go hard. But if you're not sure about something or you're really, like, you're getting, like, a bad gut feeling, like, don't do that. Because as women, and I know all my women out here will, like, really understand this, your intuition as a woman is, like, so on point all the time. Whether it's guys, business deals, like, we just know. So follow your gut instinct. And then rule number 3 is never let someone, like, try to, like, put it over you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let, like, especially a male, and I'm sorry, like, sorry to the males, there's really nice guys out there, but a lot of males in the music industry, they feel like belittling a woman, or even just, I guess, boyfriends and shit like that, they feel like they try to, like, weigh you down, you know what I mean? Like, to kind of get you, I guess, under their thumb, but you just have to stay true to yourself, go hard, and, you know, you have to do what you love at the end of the day and just go
I
hard.
feel like guys like that try to do that are very insecure,
I agree.
or have the fear that maybe that partner will be very successful and will move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Hence, other men within, like, the industry. So I think that's why they try and pull that card. But I don't personally think that you need to do that shit, because what will be will be. Like,
Yeah.
like if she goes, my dude, like, if she goes, then move on to next. There are plenty of fishes in the ocean. You get me?
Yeah, I think a lot of people hold on to, like I'm not the type of girl that, like, would go back to an ex. Like, really, it's just not really my vibes. So for me, I'm the type of person is like, when something's done and it's done, you just move on, go on to bigger and better things. And to all the women out there, they'll always be back. I'll tell you that right now. They always
Cap.
come back. No, they do.
Cap.
You want to see my DMs?
I don't want to see your DM, but let me just look in the mirror when I say this.
I'm not talking about you, Dante. Like, me and
know.
you have never dated.
I know.
I'm just saying,
I'm
if
just
we
saying.
did though,
I will not be coming back.
how do you know? How do you know?
Look at me. I will not come back.
Well, listen, I'm just telling you, if you're good to somebody, they might not realize it straight away.
Yeah, that's true, and I understand where you're coming from. Like I know there's, like, a lot of dudes out there that take good women for granted, which is really, really messed up, because I hate to say this, there's not really good women out there these days. You feel me? Like everyone's just trying to waste everyone's time and just move on. You feel me?
And I think a lot of people, like a lot of, like, girls, guys and stuff like that, they're damaged, you know what I mean? From, like, past relationship or past traumas and
Facts,
stuff like
facts,
that.
big facts.
And I think that stops them from, like, even when they meet a good person, they might have this fear of, like, well, I've been hurt by this person. Like, what makes you different? You know? So
Exactly.
it's really hard. Like, I think people need to have the mentality of you need to go into everything with, like, a clear mind.
Clear
As
mind.
hard as that is, easier said than done. But yeah, if you can go into that with, like, a clean slate and take someone for who they are, and even if you get hurt, it's like, it is what it is. Like, life is life.
Exactly. Every hurt, I believe, is a lesson in life. All right, and the smart ones are the ones that take the lesson and learn from it, and then exercise that in the next relationship, or, like, the next path of the life. I just feel like these days people have the mentality where it's like, hurt or get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
And I think a lot of people forget that, like, there's so many people in the world, you know what I mean? Like, people think that, like, especially when you haven't left Australia, I guess, or you're kind of stuck in your bubble, you think, oh my God, this is the only situation, or I have to kind of hold on to this or settle for something. But it's like, there's so many people out there, you just got to, put yourself out there, I guess.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. So, have you ever taken any shortcuts?
Shortcuts?
Yeah.
Like, explain, like, elaborate. Like, give me, like, an example of a shortcut.
Like, have you, like, taken any shortcuts to get to where you want to be in life, as in, like, career-wise? Like, because for me, I play semi-pro regularly, and sometimes, I hope my coach doesn't watch this.
You're exposing yourself, so be careful.
And sometimes when, like, it comes to, like, fitness, there's been some times where we've had fitness sessions and I've been so buggered that I'd be like, Like the line would be right here, and I might just miss the line by like a couple feet. But at the end of the day, like you're not hurting the coach. He doesn't care. Like you are hurting your teammates, and you are hurting yourself. You feel me?
I do get you. If we're talking about rap specifically, I don't think there's shortcuts. Like, I don't think there's really a shortcut you could take, unless you're like obviously fucking someone, if you would classify that as a shortcut. But I think as a female artist, I personally am not exactly where I want to be in the industry right now. Like, I got bigger ambitions, bigger goals. But I think of where I've come to right now, I think personally I haven't taken any shortcuts. I've really taken a lot of time off to really figure out what type of artist I want to be, where I want to be, how I want to get there. So for me, it was more of like a process thing of like learning the industry, taking a step back from it, and then coming back in hard and doing my thing. So no, I wouldn't say I have taken any shortcuts to answer your
That's
question.
dope. That's dope. That's dope because not many people would like do that. You
Yeah.
feel me? All right.
I think it's hard to like fathom. For me, it was really hard, right? Like, all I know is rap. You know, I came from a hip hop background. I was a hip hop dancer, and I went to rap, and all I ever knew was rap. You know, like writing rhymes, all of that. That was my whole identity, my whole life. I was Chloe Diamond. You know, that's all I knew. But it took a really big part of me to take a step back from it, stop rapping for 2 years, and recreate my sound and myself as an artist, and learn different skills and stuff like that. Because I think when you're young, you know that you kind of think you know it all in a way, like
Yeah.
So I think I kind of not had that mentality. I didn't think I knew it all in the rap game, but I just thought that, like, you know, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And yes, I don't have regrets type of thing, but like, yes, I look back and I think to myself, like, yes, maybe I should have stayed consistent and done this, but I needed it for my soul and for my mentality to take a step back, focus on my mental health, my life, get myself to a place in my personal life so I could really pursue my career.
That's cool. That's cool, and I'm really glad that like you did that because he out here putting some bangers out. Even though I haven't heard your music, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a banger. It better be. It
I
better
mean, I
be.
hope so. You're saying it, so we can only hope.
We can only hope. All right. So, what's the craziest thing you've done lately?
Craziest thing I've done lately, like in any aspect, like,
Any aspect,
okay.
apart from like flying to go see that nigga.
Yeah, well, you know, I was gonna say that's probably a pretty crazy thing to most people. I'm like a mover. Like, I'm like the type of person I will like decide one day. I'm like, you know what, I'm moving to the Gold Coast next week. Pack up my life and leave. So I do crazy shit. So I'm actually moving to the Gold Coast like in a week. And I decided like 2 days ago. So I think like that's pretty crazy on that level of things.
That's a big move,
Right.
And I hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
Obviously,
Thank
but
you.
that's a big move. Just don't. I'm gonna say this: if you live in the Gold Coast, don't take offense, but there's very beautiful women in the Gold Coast. Yes,
Right.
but goddamn, they all look alike. Blonde, fit, like literally.
That's literally my best friend. My best friend, blonde fit. Yeah, that's what you're describing. And she's from the Gold Coast.
Yep.
However, they have substance. You know what I mean? Like, when you get to know them, look, I can't speak for all of them, but I can speak for my best friends. Substance through and through. So, look, I think the Gold Coast, I think you're right. Like, you can really get caught up in like the hype, the party of the Gold Coast kind of thing, that influencer vibe.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm very independent. I'm very confident in what I offer and who I am as a person. So I don't really waver, and I never have in my whole life. I've never, you know what I mean, like became someone for somebody else, or like that's just not really who I am as a person. But yes, I do think people can move to different cities or be around a certain group of people and become different people. You know. But yeah, I love the advice. Thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Okay. So, do you date for looks or personality? Be real.
Look, ultimately, like my like who I would settle down with, it has to be personality over all of that. But yeah, like, of course there's a level of look, like you have to kind of go for like that initial attraction, you know what
Yeah,
I
of
mean?
course. I mean, like, you're
there
not-
has to be that sexual chemistry and like that. So, you know, I think, but the crazy thing is I don't have like one particular type, which a lot of my friends will probably disagree with. Sorry, I just spat everywhere. A lot of my friends will probably disagree with, because there is like one
Did you
type
spit
that always
everywhere?
comes into me.
They just spit everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of seen it. Did you see it?
Nah, bro.
Okay, well, you know what, I take it back. I didn't spit anyway.
I ain't seen no spit.
So yeah, like I think you initially go for looks, but it's more about substance. Like if you're hot and you got substance, like you're a winner chicken dinner. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard that saying in a long ass.
You're welcome.
time,
I bought
bro.
it back.
Right, you talking about the clock. That's crazy.
You're welcome, everyone.
Damn. Yeah, but like it's true. It's not like you're gonna see someone and be like, oh, she looks like she has a good personality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you go for the initial like, oh, she's a bad bitch, or like, oh, he's fine, you know, type of vibe. Like that's how it always initially starts. And then I guess when you meet someone, or you know what, I have had guys that like initially I wasn't attracted to, but like maybe I became, you know what I mean? Like we became mates through like a mutual friend, and then I found them really attractive just based off their personality. So I think that can happen too. So yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. So, say within 5 to like 10 years time, where do you see yourself career wise?
Career wise.
And also, one thing. Do you have like a backup?
Yes.
What's that?
So I'm in the e-commerce industry. So I have a little online store, which is like, I guess, my side hustle, you could call it.
Yeah.
So I'm very like business orientated. I've always wanted to like own my own businesses in all different facets of like business. Like I'm just a business minded woman. So yeah, like I do have backups for sure, but I guess I don't really focus on those because I know what I want. And I feel like if you're not doing your passion, like what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like that's just me personally. I don't think like I can't settle. It's just not who I am. So I guess in 5 years, music is my main goal at the moment. I really want to focus on my music career, building my sound, building my fan base based off authenticity. Like that's so important to me. And even if it takes me longer or I don't want to like be like a sellout where it's like I just do this record because of this, that, and the other. Like I really want to focus on why I'm doing music and doing it for me and the people that I do it for, and writing raps about my actual life where people can sit down and relate and go, fuck, like I get that, like I went through that, like I feel you, sis, So yeah, 5 years time, definitely gonna have. I'm also into investments, like investment properties. So looking to buy my first house this year.
Yes, sir.
It's the main focus of mine, and then I have like an idea of what I want to do within like the property industry, and then like music wise, it's just like going hard, getting popping singles out, building my following, building my fan base, and just doing it for like, the girls and the guys out there.
The girls and the guys.
The girls and the guys.
You trying to make guys sit in the shower and like weep in that?
Of course, guys have to get in touch with their
Emotional
emotions.
side.
You got to talk about life. You got to understand, guys go through heartbreak too. It's not just us women.
Talk your shit.
Like I got you,
Talk your
Zante.
shit. Talk
I
your
got you.
shit. All right.
Yeah,
Listen to her.
I think girls forget that too. Like guys a little bit this is my opinion, right? This is very opinion based. I'm not saying this is facts, but I think that women, we're so emotional that we go through things instantly. It's like we have so many emotions in the moment. So like, for example, you'll be in a relationship, you break up with a guy. You know how usually majority of the time, initially a girl's really like heartbroken instantly and a guy's like, yeah, fuck that, I'm going to go out and party.
Yeah.
And then the guy comes back a little bit later when the girl's already over it.
Yeah.
It's like a typical situation. And that's because guys take a little bit longer to process, get into their emotions, understand what's happened. And then when they really feel it, it's like, wow, they're going through those emotions then where we've already been through it. Like we've done that instantly. We've got our closure.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So I think that's the hard thing that women forget with males is we forget that, they're a little bit slow in the nicest way possible. It's not like a mean thing, but they just take a little bit longer to
I feel attacked.
understand the situation.
I feel attacked. There was no need.
Oh,
there was no need for that violation. You get me? You just out here.
I'm just out here being honest on that. I don't know what else you want.
Nah, I just want the truth.
I got you.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Oh, so help me God. Amen.
Damn. All right. So, do you prefer Netflix and chill or beach walks? If you say beach walks, I don't think you're gonna find like many black guys because black people don't swim. I'm just telling you that.
Well, it's definitely not the beach walks then. Like, because like, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm a Netflix and chiller. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am a series. I love series.
What do you watch?
You know what I'm really into right now? Have you heard of Harlan Coben?
Nope.
Okay, so Harlan Coben is the creator of like this certain type of film, and they're all different, but they're all twists. So like you start watching it, and then by the end there'll be like a murder, for example, and you have no idea who murdered it, or like someone's gone missing and you just don't know like where they went, what the fuck happened, and it kind of doesn't make sense for the first like episode. Episode 2, you're like, I'm still a bit confused. Episode 3, you're hooked because you're like, I need to fucking know. And then by the end of it, like episode 10, they're like limited series. You're like, holy fucking shit, this is the best thing I've ever watched in my whole life. So Harlan Coben films. If you go on Netflix, type in Harlan Coben. All the movies created by him. Everyone will love the series Safe, Firecracker off its head.
What I watch is a lot of cartoons.
Look, we're not going to get along, Zante. We're not ever going to Netflix and chill if that's the situation.
That's all right. That's fine by me. Listen, I love my cartoons.
Right.
I love my animal documentaries, or,
Okay.
or even like crime documentaries. I
Crime,
love
yes.
those.
You know what? We can watch a crime documentary together.
I love horror.
Me too.
Horror movies, and I like a little bit of action. What I was watching actually, and I couldn't be bothered continuing it because it was like 6 seasons, was Lucifer.
I feel you on that. I got really bored in Lucifer too. I was really hyped,
I was hyped for it.
and then I got over it. They really missed the mark with a few episodes. I feel like you know where they missed the mark. Let me tell you.
I just finished season 3, episode 2. So if it's past that, maybe you can chat to me because I don't know.
I don't know if it's past that, but it was like a musical one. You know when seasons try to do like a musical episode where they feel like they're all singing and they're in the musical? Why do they do that? It's not it. Like, don't do that. We don't want to see. I didn't watch Lucifer to watch a fucking musical in one episode.
I know.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that shit.
Well,
but
you're
like
lucky. And it was in black and white at some points too. I was like, this ain't it. I got to turn it off. That was my deal breaker.
1960s, huh?
Yeah, it just felt like really. it just felt acted. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in a series or something like that, I want to feel like I'm in it. Like there's a storyline, there's a movie.
She's
Like
in it, yeah.
what's
You're in
going
it.
on? I don't like to feel like it's like staged or like there's a fucking musical all of a sudden. Like that ain't it. If I'm watching a musical, I'm enjoying it. Don't fucking bring that in shit like that.
Talking about musicals, bro.
Yes.
How hard was High School Musical growing up?
Bro, that was my shit.
We all in this together. Once we know. Oh my
Who
god.
we are, you're a star. Na, 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 na.
Yeah,
Like that.
man. I was like in primary school seeing that.
Yeah, that shit was hard. I'm not Zac Efron. That really put him on.
That did.
But you know
Yeah.
what was hard? I reckon for Zac Efron, and tell me if you agree. I felt like he was kind of like put in that box, like that High School Musical box, and it took him a while to really get out from under that. From
Oh,
other
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But now he's dope. Have you watched his other shit?
Yeah.
Bro, he's an actor.
Yeah.
Like, whew, you go, Glenn Coco.
Yo, okay. So what does your ideal man looks like? Not to be told that has some. I've heard that. I've heard that a lot of times.
All right, so you want to know like more substance based, right?
No, tell me. We can start with looks.
Okay, looks. All right, if we're checking off the looks, this is my ideal. If I could paint him on if I could paint him on like a Bob. What's that Bob guy that paints? You know who I'm talking about? Does anyone know the Bob?
I only know Da Vinci, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, there's this Bob guy, Bob someone.
Bob Marley?
No, Bob someone. He's
No,
like
that's
a
what you-
painter. Anyways, he's really funny. If we're talking like on a page, for me personally, if I could draw him, and I don't know if I'm ever going to marry someone like this, but he's like over 6 foot for sure. He's like dark, like definitely chocolate, or like light skin, you know, like a little bit of flavor. I love the African culture. That's very like love that. And I'm not, you know what, Dante, I'm not just pointing out. Like, don't get a big head here because like this isn't directed at you. This is just genuinely. I just met you today, so like, chill. But yeah.
I didn't even
love
do nothing wrong.
But you know what? I love African food, and that's the thing. One of my best friends, her name's Kim. She's African, and her family really like brought me in, you know. And I just got along with them. Like they just became kind of like my second family, if that makes sense. So I love like jollof rice, like that's my vibe. Like cook me up some of that shit. So I love that. What else is looks wise? I like beards, but like, wow, I like short beards. I like big lips. That's my thing. And yeah, just like a tall guy, and like usually, maybe like an athlete kind of thing, athletic build. Dante, I'm not describing you. Like I don't want you. Relax. I know it looks like that. It sounds really off, but all my ladies out there get me, and all my friends will understand the guys that I go for, and usually with an accent as well. So like if I can get like a little like UK accent in there, you've got me finitoed. Literally finitoed.
There's 4 people in this room right here. There's 2 people recording, and out of these 4 people in this room, 2 of them can tell you that you just described me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you don't have a UK accent, Dante. So like I don't know
Babes,
how you're gonna win
Babes,
here.
listen. You don't know how many times yet.
All right, put on a UK accent. Let's hear it.
I'm not trying to do that.
No, let's just try one time.
Nah, allow it.
You're not gonna allow it?
Nah, allow it.
You won't try one time?
Allow it.
For the people.
Nah,
Okay.
it's quiet.
Next
quiet.
time,
It's
guys,
quiet.
I'll try next time.
Yeah, get me. Okay, I'm just saying. You just describe your boy. I'm not saying they're trying to shoot you.
Well, you
so I'm
should
just
see my
saying.
ex. You'd be surprised. He's literally like, I'm not gonna lie, like Shay, he looks like you. I'm not trying to give you a big head, but like that's my vibe. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows me. Everyone can look at all my exes. That's my vibe. It's not about you, Dante.
I mean, it is my podcast, so it's kind of. I mean,
So it's a little bit about him,
just
but like,
just a tiny bit, you know what I'm saying? Just a tiny bit. Oh wow. Okay, if you were to have kids one day, what would you have? A boy or a girl?
both. One boy, one girl. I'm done at 2, no more, no less. Has to be one boy, older, one girl, younger.
So are you Jesus?
Yes.
Are you Jesus Christ? You trying to tell the men upstairs?
Yes,
Look, give me
I've
a
got
boy
him.
first, and then give me a girl.
Yes,
second.
I've been praying for it. And you know what? In my family, everyone goes boy, girl. So my genes are strong with the boy first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? At the end of the day, whatever God gives me, I'll be happy with. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, but you asked me, like, if I was to have kids, what would I want? That's what I want. But if I don't get that, it's still cool.
Yeah, it's calm.
It's cool. I just don't want 2 girls. That's really, please God,
Why?
don't give me 2 girls.
Why?
I can't have 2 of me. Oh my God, torture. Absolute torture.
At least, hey, you know what? At least you're honest about it.
2 girls. Imagine, oh my God, imagine one wants to be a rapper. Oh, put her in the bin. Absolutely not. You're not doing that.
You're gonna put your kid in the bin.
Not literally, but like
Recycling,
I
innit?
just can't, no, the red top. It's
The
not
red-
coming
oh,
out.
shit.
No recyclables. No. Look, kids, whatever kid I have, you can do whatever you want. I'll support you. I'm like the type of mom. I'm like, you want to do this? I got you. I'm gonna research that industry and we're gonna make it happen. Like that's
What
I
about
feel
porn
like.
star? If your daughter want to be a porn star,
Look, please don't, babe. You don't need to do that. I'm gonna have enough money for us for you to not do that. I feel like if you're a porn star, it's like,
but what if that's what she genuinely loves doing?
well, I hope I don't raise her like that, where she feels like. Look, I don't judge. A hustle's a hustle at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, if you're
It's a very
stripper,
painful
it's like
hustle,
that. Yeah,
but
of
yeah.
course. like looking at, I just don't want that lifestyle for my kid because I feel like that comes with a lot of trauma as well.
Hell yeah.
So I don't want that for my child. So if I can steer my child into doing something that actually either helps people or changes people, not saying that that doesn't help people.
It does. It helps a lot of people.
But you know, for my babies, if I was to have kids, I just honestly, the main number one is be happy. Do whatever makes you happy.
Hell
Two, I assume they'll be creatives because their mum is like a massive creative. So, you know, do something creative, do something that makes you happy. Whatever it is, I'll support you. If you do become a porn star, look, it is what it is, sis. I got you. You're my daughter or my son. And I'm going to fucking ride for you or die for you. Like, you're my baby.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. Not bad. You said it can be painful. That's what she said. She said something about what porn being painful, or like some shit that crossed that line. I can't even.
Painful. I don't think
remember.
I said those words. I said no. I said did I say torture? I can't remember.
I don't
Let's
know.
just whatever.
I don't know. Okay, so what would you name them? Just say, for example, you got what you wanted.
It depends on my partner. It depends on like who I'm married to as well. It's
Okay,
like culture.
let's just say he's black.
Messiah.
Messiah.
And his nickname would be Saya. I'm
Saya.
big on nicknames. Love nicknames.
Okay. And the girl?
A girl would be like Azaria.
Azaria.
And like Zaria for sure.
I was gonna say that. I'm gonna say
Were
that.
you?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
well, you can read my mind.
I mean, I'm not trying to read your mind, but
But
yeah.
you understand. You're picking up what I'm putting down, so to say.
Yeah. Okay. If you could collaborate with one person in the world, who would it be and why?
Right now, dead or alive? Alive. Yeah, because that's a question. Dead or alive? Like that's a hard one.
know, cause like, if like you said dead, you have so many legends to pick from, and I'll be so surprised if you don't pick Tupac. I'd be so surprised, cause like that guy will put you on like the map.
I would pick Tupac if he was dead.
Even if like you're talking about being alive, like you got J. Cole, you got Kendrick, you got Drake. If you make a song with
Drake,
Drake,
for sure.
it's a certified
Look,
banger. Straight away.
This is my two answers: dead or alive. Dead, Tupac for sure, only because he's a storyteller and I love that shit. Like that is
Hell yeah.
like why I write music.
Heck
Two,
yeah.
it'd be Drake, just because Drake. I don't care if you're a guy, girl. No one can say they hate Drake. Straight the
Drake-
fuck out. I
Drake
hate
cannot
when
make a
guys-
bad song.
He
He
can't.
can't. He
What
can't.
song have he put out that shit? Name
Nothing.
one.
Like, okay, Black Boy JB fell off, but his first song, Look Alive, that was like 70% Drake, and Drake like write that song. It was like 300 million views.
Absolutely. Drake dominated that song. That song would be, no offense to him, like shout out, like you're an artist, you're talented, do you boo. But Drake carried that song.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
You wouldn't
yeah.
listen to that if it wasn't for Drake.
Exactly. Okay, so what program do you use to produce music?
So I'm not a producer myself, but my producer is on Logic. So I have like a little home studio set up that I'm learning how to use at the moment, just so like when I'm on the road I can record. But yeah, Logic, because I have a Mac. I'm like an Apple connoisseur. I kind of, I like to think. Lots of Apple products. My whole life is Apple, literally. You got Apple? Okay, good. We can be friends. I was just checking.
Some people have Android
Who?
in this room.
In this room?
I'm not going to point names.
Absolutely not. You need to put that in the bin and the red top. It's not recyclable. Nah, I don't judge. I just can't use them. Like I'm just not Samsung savvy. It's not for me.
Okay. Yeah, look, I remember the first time I had a phone. It was an $80 Nokia.
So
Yeah.
but was it like the 1810 or something? Remember those ones?
I'm not even sure.
Did you play Snake on it?
Yeah.
Fire, me too. I was
Right?
Snake Queen.
I'm just telling you now, yeah. That phone, whenever I got mad, I'll throw that phone at the wall. I'll go to sleep I'll go to sleep so peacefully and wake up knowing that phone is not damaged.
That phone's alive.
Exactly. I drop this and my heart starts beating straight away.
I know you're like, is it smashed? Is it fucked? What's going on? Can I ask
Exactly.
you a question? How old were you when you got your first phone?
Damn.
I know.
How old was I? Damn. I was still living in like the inside. I think I was in year 5, so I was like 11 years old.
11.
10, 11 years old. And like I remember
There's a story to this.
I was on prepaid, right?
Right, of course.
Just like everyone else. I was
Yeah,
on
who's on fucking a plan at
Yeah.
10? Like, come on.
So, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, look, if you come from that kind of family, I didn't personally, but some people do.
Yeah. So, then I had to top up with like $10, right? and I had a crush. Okay, her name was Serena. And like,
Oh my god, my heart.
I know
It's palpitating.
she rejected me.
Serena, babe, where are you? We need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
You rejected
right?
this man?
She rejected me for some guy called Adam Solinsky. I will never forget his name. And it pissed me off because he was so much skinnier than me. It was so much shorter too. I was like, come on, man. Give your boy. Hey, literally, when my friend told me that they were dating, I was crying.
Oh,
I cried at home.
hey, that's sad. Did you have Bieber back then?
I had
Did
Bieber.
you give all your love to her too?
Messenger.
Like three loves a day? Did you give them to Serena?
Bruh, I blocked her, eh?
Of course you did. You were one of those salty ass.
Hell yeah.
He was
I blocked-
salty.
If I can't have you, no one can. But then, but that was before I hit puberty. I was an
Yeah.
ugly child. And then God
Aw, do you have a
sprinkled.
photo?
I would show you, but like, It's gonna take like forever.
Okay, so
So
that's a future
probably
problem.
exactly,
Future problem.
exactly. All right,
Well, in case you're wondering, I got my first phone at 7.
7 years old.
Yeah, 7.
7. Wow,
Do
wow.
you want to hear the backstory though?
That's '05. You got your first phone in '05.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the backstory though?
Tell me.
Okay, so my parents divorced when I was 6, and then I was doing shared custody. So like I needed a phone so like my dad could call me when I was at my mom's, and my mom could call me when I was at my dad's. So that's why I got my first phone. Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was like one of the first people playing Snake. I really thought I was that bitch in like primary school.
Hey, look, when like the web sliders came out, and everyone was like using like
The Samsung, bro. You know what I had? You know what was my biggest flex of all time?
What?
I had the gold Dolce & Gabbana Motorola flip phone. That's a mic drop like this. That's a mic drop moment because I had a gold Dolce & Gabbana Motorola flip phone.
It's
Flip
okay.
Phone.
You can drop the microphone again.
I thought it was a flex, a big flex.
Then right was the flex.
Yeah.
Then right. All right. Sweet. So do you believe that staying single in the music industry is wiser based on the wrong relationships slowing you down?
Yes, absolutely. I do think that staying single is key if you're not with someone that's going to push you or make you go hard, especially being, I guess, a woman in a male dominated industry. If you're with like a jealous male, for example, that's going to kind of block your blessings. I think it's wiser to stay single for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, that's cool. So tell me, what's your favorite feature? Because you look like someone who loves yourself and in the best positive way
Okay.
ever. Because self love is key. You gotta love yourself before other people can.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So what's your favorite feature of yourself?
My favorite feature of myself?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a weird question, but okay, a lot of compliments I get, which has made me love this about myself, is my eye color.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, like my eye color is very unique. It's very rare. Like 2% of people in the world have green eyes, just in case you didn't know. And I have that, so I'm like a 2%er. So I feel like that's a flex.
Yeah, I mean you've been flexing. You've been flexing since the start of this video, but I mean it's cool.
Wow, you gotta do me like that, Dante. Wow.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just studying facts.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing right now. All right.
Okay.
So what's your favorite feature on a man?
Well, it depends on the man. You know what I mean? Like
On a black man.
I guess his smile,
a very big
his
black
smile
man.
and his lips.
You had to say that when I was licking my lips, but
It's not about you, Dante. I don't know how many times you have to go over this. Like, it's not about you. It might be a podcast, but like, you know. It's
she
not-
came to take over my podcast. This one.
Yes, Chloe diving in the building.
I haven't had anyone humble me this brutal in
I
like a
tend to
long
do
time.
that. Like, I humble people.
I like that.
It's my talent, you know?
But
Like
I-
a hidden talent, you know?
I already came here humbled.
Wait, question. Do you have a hidden talent?
Yeah,
What is it?
I sing.
Okay. Is it hidden? You don't sing for anyone? Have you ever sung on the podcast before?
I sing in the shower.
Have you ever sung on the podcast?
Yeah,
Well, it's not hidden.
tonight.
You're welcome. Let's go.
See,
Let's go.
Should
Should
they-
I drop a beat?
you didn't even like remember that
Remember? Am I missing something?
because we're singing together. High School Musical.
Yeah, but you didn't like sing. Like I want to hear some runs. I want to hear it. I want to hear that come from like deep in your
I
diaphragm.
actually made a rap song.
Stop it, rap to me. You know what?
Nah.
You rap and I'll pick up. I'll pick
Fam,
it up.
I ain't a
Let's
rapper.
go.
I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Okay. I made that song when I was like in like
You
year
made a
8.
song?
Yeah, with
I
like,
need to hear
with,
this.
like my
This,
boys.
you know what? It's over. We need to hear this rap song, Dante. I can't be sitting here with you and not hear your first rap song. Are you kidding? I need to critique it.
Have you heard that guy, that Asian guy that goes 21, 22, 23, 24, 25?
Yes, on TikTok.
Okay.
Of course.
That's how bad I sound. So let's
Oh, so it's not like an actual talent that you're actually talented at. It's like a thing that you think you're good at, but you're not really good at. It's one of those things.
No, when like you asked me, I'll just be a smart ass. But like I just wanted to like
Right,
ride the
it was
wave.
jokes. He's got jokes.
And then you
All
just
right.
ride the wave.
I wrote it.
Exactly.
I was like,
and,
I don't
and,
surf.
and you believe me, right?
I did. Like you were very convincing.
So
I'm
my
not gonna
acting
lie.
skills was good, right?
You should. Your hidden talent is acting.
That's exactly what
Oh
I was
my
gonna say.
God!
That's exactly what I was gonna say, my
I've
G.
got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I've got it.
Exactly. You
I've
know,
got
I had to teach you to make you understand. You get me?
I get it. I get. You know what? That was lesson learned.
Hey, that's what I
Lessons
do.
all night tonight.
Guru
Apparently.
Dante at your service.
The actor Dante. So if you want to sign him, hit him up at Hookah Podcast because like. I don't know about you guys, but that was incredible.
Okay, where do you see the Australian rap culture going compared to the US? I know, hopefully it will get up there, but I know for a fact that it will not be as big as the US. I mean, no one is as big as the US. I mean, you got the US and then you got the UK
And that's just, it's never going to be because of population.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? That's just a fact.
and the culture too.
Of
you know,
course. And I think Australia we're a newer civilization, I guess so to say. And also our culture, Australia, in my opinion,
more rock and roll.
it's just, it doesn't really have like a pure culture behind it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe meat pies and a barbecue if you really want to get into it.
Vegemite?
But like, I think in terms of like when you go back to like WOG cultures, like I'm half Greek, half Australian. Like Greek has like a massive.
Yeah, Greek.
Yeah, half.
Okay.
Yes.
Nah, just
Oh, just like okay,
yeah.
I got you. Yeah, so I think the music industry, in my opinion, I think we kind of rode that like that drill wave for a while, and that really, I guess, put Australia on. And then you've got amazing artists like the Kid Leroy, who's really putting on for Australia. However, because he doesn't rap Australian with an Australian accent, a lot of people, I assume, in America wouldn't know he's from Australia unless you were like a hardcore fan, and you would like see his like interviews and stuff like that. So I think the hardest thing, I guess, about Australian rap culture is really the only way we're really going to be put on, so to say, or get bigger and get like grow is authenticity of people's accents coming out. That puts on for the culture, and then people start understanding like, oh, that's an Australian accent, or oh, they're from Australia. Because I mean, I went to America for the first time in 2017. I remember the first Uber I got in, they're like, "Are you from the UK?" Because they just think our accent is so similar. So I think, yeah, I think the Australian industry isn't going to get as big as America. However, we are on the map, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think, especially, I think if you go to America and you're Australian and like you blow up, you come back here and help those people blow up as well.
I agree. And you know who I think did the biggest disservice to the female rap industry?
Iggy,
The disrespect, no offense to you, sis.
how did I know that?
Like, I respect her hustle, you know what I mean? Like, you go hard, you do your thing. But the fact that you haven't come back and put on other female Aussie rappers, especially white girls, trying to do the thing, that's not fair. Like, don't do that.
I ain't never seen no Aussie girl in Australia that raps.
Ever. Come on, there's heaps.
I don't know any.
I'll drop some. Amani. She's from Sydney. You should know exactly who she is. Very talented, very gorgeous. She's blonde. Like, she's doing her thing, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's
you
fact.
go.
She might be doing her thing, but I just don't know who she is.
But I'm going to put you on. I'm actually opening for her next week.
Ah,
Opening her show. But she's popping, like she's doing her thing, you know, and she's really like, you know, a lot of people are gonna have opinions about white female rappers with the American accent. But I used to be like that. So my old accent was very Americanized, like before I switched my accent. And then I remember I got one piece of advice. I'm going off topic here, but it's very relevant. So I got one piece of advice from Khaled. He's a big producer in the industry. He produces for Kid Leroy, 1-4, those type of people. He's done a song for Rihanna. And I remember he hit my DMs about 3 years ago, and he said, look, he said, Chloe, like, he was talking about one of my singles that was out. He goes, you're very fucking talented. Like, you're very rawly talented. Like, you're writing crazy. Your flow's crazy. Like, you can't teach that stuff. However, I feel like there's a lack of authenticity with your accent because that's not how you speak. And it took me 2 years to go into the studio, rap with my accent, and really get on that buzz to be like, you're right. Like, you know what I mean? If I just rapped with my normal voice, like, that shit's dope. But, what was the question? Female rappers? I went off topic.
You went
I
off
know.
topic,
That was
huh?
my bad. I just do that. I'm a tourist. Come on, you did the same thing.
I can relate. I
Wow.
cannot relate.
Okay, it's just me.
So you are saying authenticity. I get that. But do you think if I come like this and start rapping in this kind of accent, will you listen to my music?
Well, do you have dope bars? Is there a fire beat? Like, what's going
That
on?
is not the point. The point is, if you can see me rapping like this in this accent, will you come and listen to my music?
Yeah.
If I come to you and say, hey, Chloe, you're looking very beautiful today. You look like a sweet pumpkin.
Well, if you're rapping about shit that I've been through, like if you're rapping about a story where like someone broke your heart and I've broken a heart like that, I'm gonna listen to your shit because I can relate to it, regardless of your accent. And if there's like a dope beat, like fire 808s, like shit popping off, yeah. And I respect that. And I'm like a big person when I listen to an artist, right? You got someone like J. Cole, where you listen to him and then you watch his interviews and stuff, like that's J. Cole, you know what I mean? Like he's so true to himself. He lives by what he spits, essentially. Like as an artist, I think if you're looking at someone as a whole, not just the music, like yeah, like you're gonna listen to people based off if their personality matches their music, yeah.
Okay. So last question before you go, before I let you go, because you have to go celebrate your birthday. When
I
it
know,
goes.
gotta go get lit.
Do you think social media has like, social media such as Instagram, TikTok has like helped you blow up?
Personally, because I haven't had anything, I guess, go viral or anything like that yet. But yeah, it's changed the game in the music industry. Like us being able to put out something that can touch the whole world and like that in an instant, yeah, social media is a game changer for the industry, and it's the biggest blessing that has ever come to in my opinion, the music industry.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. And with that being said, I'd just like to say a very, very massive thank you for coming on the Hookah Hub to speak to me. Obviously, I've had fun. I wish you the very, very best in whatever path you choose to take, obviously. And I hopefully you come back in the future when you have blown up to get me more followers and get me more views.
It's all about the clout.
I
There's
need
no
the
personal
clout.
attachment here at all. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you said with your own mouth, Dante, it's not all about you. Okay? And then you also said, all right, because I like to listen. All right. You also said if a guy's gonna ride the wave, you're gonna do what you gotta do to get what you want. Yes or no?
Yeah, I said that.
There you go. So please come back when you're blown up to give me more views now.
I
But
got you. I
nah,
got you. But no, I appreciate that. And likewise too. Like I think you guys are doing something amazing. I think you're doing something amazing for the culture. You know, I think putting yourself out there and doing what you do is amazing, and the team behind you is lit. And I
yes
wish you
sir.
nothing but success. And it's all love from me to you guys. Thank you for having me. I've really had fun. I've appreciated it. We've had good deep chats.
Yes sir.
And yeah, I'll definitely be back because we got to talk about like when I got a new single and stuff like that. We have
Hell yeah.
conversations to have
Okay,
had. You
yeah,
know.
because hey, maybe this might blow up, and then maybe like we might get you more views, maybe a couple more
Hundred
mils.
percent. You can help me out. I can help you guys out.
Exactly what
It's
you're
like a
talking about
win-win.
before. Exactly. But once again, happy birthday.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming on.
Thank
Her
you.
Instagram and other socials are going to be in the description below. It's your
Yes.
boy Dante Johnson. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share also. Follow me at I am Dante Johnson and also follow the Hookah Hub. And we are out.